And I just wanted to share a little bit about my upcoming 50-hour teacher training for qualified teachers. It's a 50-hour further training that'll span from September until May, and we'll dive through in this journey of 9 months together, 6 in-person days. We'll have 4 online sessions and a mentoring session with me. Why embodied and somatic yoga as a teacher? So my background is trained through Hatha Yoga, and over the last 2 decades of my teaching journey, I've come into the world of somatic movement and embodied experience. And for me, this teaching shift allows me to create space for my students where they are invited into the space more in that invitational lens. So me as a teacher, my role is as a facilitator to offer space for my students to find their own experience within a guided container. Also more about them connecting into their experience in their body, the sensations, their experiences, how they are feeling, the postures and the practices, all about that continuation of a shared inquiry within the space. So we're inquiring, how does that feel? Do I want to go further? What does the posture offer? And there's lots of different entry points for the spectrum of students who come in through the door. And as we know now as teachers, that people coming into our spaces, there is a huge spectrum that people come in, they may have already a really deep sense of embodiment, other people that might be quite detached, it might be quite distant, and it's also possible to do yoga in a mechanical form, in a doing form that is void of embodiment, even though that's what it's all about. So this training will take you on a journey guided through, we're going to use the map of the body, the musculoskeletal system, because for me that's the language that yoga teachers train in when they come to their original 200 hours or 500 hours training. So we're using that as the base, but then taking the anatomy into a deeper experience, so more experiential anatomy and exploration in the practices. And then we bring that and weave that in through somatic movement, through our yoga postures. And the goal of the training is to be your personal journey for this 9 months, for your own felt sense experience within your body, so that from this place you get to share with your students. You get to offer space for your students to have their own experience at a deeper level. We explore, say, the musculoskeletal system. We'll start with the spine, moving into the pelvis and the legs, the shoulders, the arms, the head. And then we dive into and weave in developmental movement patterns inspired by Bonnie Bainbridge Cohen. My main training is embodied flow. So I'm weaving in the principles of embodied flow. I've been training with Tara G for the last 12 years. And we also look at developmental movement patterns, how they inform our being, our body, all with a ultimate aim to bring us back home into ourselves, back home into our bodies, back into our experience of living in this body, habiting ourselves at a deeper level. And the term somatics comes from the Greek word soma, and it's about our own lived experience within our body, or the body as experienced from within. So if you're curious, our training kicks off from the 20th of September, and we meet one day every 6 weeks or there over the 9 months, plus weave in some online sessions to supplement the material. And yeah, please get in touch if any questions, any inquiries, if you'd like to have a chat about whether this resonates and sounds like a really nice next level for you as a teacher. I'd love to hear from you. I'm really looking forward to this journey that we're going to take together. And yeah, please join me if you feel the call.